Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Liquid Lunch here on a Money Monday. We're about to wrap up soon here. I'm Fernando Uribe, filling in for the great John Tobacco. Again, John will be back on later this week. He's been taking care of some duties on Newsmax TV. If you've been watching him on your local cable system, do definitely check him out as well. And, one of the things that I can't say enough about, looking at what's been happening to our economies here. And you can definitely, if you can check out the soft forum, Mike, if you could play that real quick. You can hear the despair in this restaurant owner's voice because I know he shares a sentiment of thousands of people, not just in New Jersey and New York, but around the country, whose businesses are being shut down because of government and really oppressive and punitive measures that are taking place to wreck the economy for political purposes. It's something that should break our hearts, but also open our eyes. Check out this segment real quick.
Anybody who's in the restaurant industry for just a minute, I'm part of that industry. I'm part of the restaurant industry too, for any of you that are in it. And I just want to say one thing that's very important. Everybody in here has to understand, probably every other business, guys. Probably everybody else with any business. We've been used to living very well, like Marie said, very free, enjoyed our lives. Got to stop thinking like a victim criminal mentality. As the victim, I'll just do whatever the criminal tells me to do. They'll let me go when I'm done. They don't want to let us go. They want complete freaking control of us. They don't want us going back to normality. So this is the time we got to stand up. Every freaking business has got to stand up and put these sons of bitches down.
Amen.
Because if we don't, they're taking us out.
That's right.
I'm 60 freaking years old. I've lived all my life as an American.
That's right.
And Robbie's right. This isn't about Democrat or Republican. This is about American.
That's right.
And I am not ready to give my country up to these people so that they can ruin my life, everybody's life in here. We got to stop them. Yeah. We got to grow this group. Like Marie said, here, state, country, global. We got to really do this. This is the time to be serious. If we're not serious now, and it ain't going to take them long, you're looking at 6-8 months. This coming summer could be an absolute freaking disaster for freedom, for patriots, for this country.
Right.
We got to do this now.
You can hear that guy's voice, and if that doesn't just give you a moment of pause, then I know what will. Because he sounds like thousands of business owners that I've seen taking to social media, talking about how punitive these measures have been. Okay, while Governor Cuomo here in New York is busy winning Emmy Awards for his nonsensical daily briefings for COVID, or going on his brother's garbage show on a garbage channel like CNN, or whether it's Governor Phil Murphy here in New Jersey, following what I would call horrendous advice by the Department of Health here in the state of New Jersey. It's these policies that are destroying economies. It's these policies that are ruining small businesses here in New York and New Jersey and California. I've said earlier today on this program, why do you think the great state of Texas and Florida collectively are doing so much better than we are? Because they're operating restaurants at 50% capacity. They're also being judicious and careful about guidelines. They're following them, but they're making sure that they're not infringing on people's lives or infringing upon people's capacity to earn. That's all people want to do, folks. They want to earn, okay? They're tired of government trying to make us submissive to them, because sooner or later, people are going to start acting up, and we've been seeing that, right? We've seen John Tobacco go to the Mac Public House in Staten Island and speaking up for that bar owner. We've seen Ian Smith, the owner, along with Frank Trombetti, of the Attila's Gym down in South Jersey and Belmar, New Jersey, talking about how nonsensical Governor Murphy's policies have been, and how, despite the fact that he's being fined over $15,000 daily, it's not stopping him. He's going to keep taking to social media. He's going to keep going to rallies. It hasn't stopped John. Where John has gone to some of these venues, has spoken out against Mayor Bill de Blasio, against Governor Andrew Cuomo, about sticking up for the little guy, about sticking up for small businesses. This is why we need to speak up. And when you hear that restaurant owner just talk about, and listen, you can't blame him for being emotional. You can't blame him for maybe dropping a few expletives, because you know what? We're human beings. Okay. There's a time to be rational and to have decorum. But when your livelihood is on the line, when you employ people, when you run the risk of putting those people out on the street and you going under, guess what? You're going to be emotional. I can't blame anybody for that, for God's sakes. You know what? People want to talk about, oh, well, it's business owners like this, whether it be him or let's say Ian Smith in New Jersey, or when John has spoken out for the Mac Public House, and some in the liberal media would say, oh, look at these troublemakers, look at these rabble rousers, look at these guys being a nuisance. No, it's you in government that are being a nuisance. It's you in government that are ruining people's lives. Because in Congress, guess what? Not one single congressman, not one single congresswoman, not one senator has missed a paycheck during this entire pandemic. But you know who's missed paycheck after paycheck after paycheck? Thousands, if not millions of Americans. And they want answers. And if they're not getting answers, they're going to ask questions and they're going to demand answers and they're going to make noise. And as long as they're being peaceful about it and they're not being rambunctious or belligerent or law breaking, you know what? God bless them. That's peaceful protesting, not the nonsense we saw over the summer with Black Lives Matter and all their virtue signaling and all their bitching and moaning and their usual crybaby stuff. Folks, business owners, regular everyday Americans, they want answers. They want some sort of relief. And it's not like, the little crumbs they're getting from Congress. They want a bigger piece of the pie, not because they're being greedy, but it's because our tax dollars, we've been paying into, we deserve to get some of it back. And when we're not, and when we're seeing government just engage once again in wasteful spending, I don't know about you, it should make you furious. I mean, it makes me upset. And that's why people like myself and John Tobacco and others in media take our jobs so seriously, because we demand transparency from government. Don't they always demand it from us? Well, guess what? We should demand it from them as well. And we'll keep making noise right here on Liquid Lunch each and every day for you, our loyal viewers who answers and want us to get to the bottom of it and make sure that we hold those in power accountable and we also hold them responsible. Well, folks, that's our Money Monday edition here on Liquid Lunch. I want to thank John Tobacco again for letting me guest host here today. Shout out to the great production crew, Mike and Mike there, for making my job a lot easier. Folks, I'll see you on the other side. And of course, check me out on Real Talk with Fernando Uribe via ISNJ later on tonight at 7 p.m. live via www.isnj.org/real-talk. We'll see you around, folks, here. Have a great rest of the Monday. Again, thank you for supporting Liquid Lunch right here on Biz TV.